With this setup right here, we're able to make over 1,000 units a day out of our garage, and it only cost us $600 to get it set up. Today, I'm gonna walk you through all of it. Like all manufacturing jobs, everything starts with a giant drum of raw materials. This is a 55-gallon drum that we get raw materials in, and these are 35-gallon drums that we store the material in. How do we mix it, you might ask? 5-gallon buckets and a drill press. Let me show you. This bad boy right here is an old school Harbor Freight drill press. I can put a 5-gallon bucket on the stand, chuck in the mixing bit, turn it on to get my stuff mixed up like that. Once everything's mixed up on the drill press, we dump it all in the storage tank so that it can be pumped out by our piston filler. Let me show you how that works. This is a pneumatic piston filler. It's kind of like a giant syringe. This is the intake hose. We shove it into the barrel of the Maker's Magic, and it pumps it all the way through this machine out this head into an empty jar. Let's get a closer look. This is the intake hose. It comes into this junction, and there is a one-way valve right here and a one-way valve right here. This piston in this cylinder goes back and forth, and it pulls and then pushes. But it can only pull this direction, and it can only push this direction. So once that's done, it dispenses right out of this head right here. We've got this giant box of empty jars. They come in boxes of 350. They're 8-ounce plastic jars. We get them from Uline. I'm sure there's cheaper, better places to get this stuff from, but just where we're getting it right now. We also have a giant box of lids. The jars and lids are important because this is what holds our stuff. Let me show you how we fill it up. We'll place an empty jar underneath the head of the piston filler and press the button. That will dispense the perfect amount of fluid. We can control it with this magnetic switch right here and get the perfect amount every single time. But a full jar without a lid is not good enough. Once we've dispensed it and filled the jar up to about right there, we grab one of our lids with the induction seal in it. We just simply tighten it up and then come over here to the induction sealer so we can put that really nice foil seal on it. We wanted a way to seal these foil lids so that we wouldn't have anything leak out when we were shipping stuff. It's really simple. You turn it on, you put this ice cream cone looking thing on top of your lid, and you press the button. You see this metal piece right in here? This is what reacts with the induction sealer. There's a thin coat of wax on the underside of this lid. When you cap it up and then heat up the foil, it melts the wax and sticks it to the jar, creating the seal. Really cool piece of technology. Really glad we bought it. This right here is our label roller. This is the MT30. I've looked for them online and I can't really find many of them with this arm on the top. This is the special stuff right here. Without this arm, it kind of doesn't work as well. Look for an MT30 on eBay or Vivor or even Amazon. I think you might be able to find them either used or new. You can see our labels are on a 3-inch core and they're set up on the back of the machine. The label gets fed through all of these little gizmos to get it in just the right spot. Then, when we're ready, we take the jar, we place it here, pull the arm down, and crank the crank. Indicator says we're done. And there you have it, a labeled jar of finished product. Once we have the jars completed, we begin packing them out in cardboard boxes or master cases. Each of our master cases is exactly the same. They all hold 72 units. They all weigh the same. They all look the same. And it standardizes everything for us. Makes that especially easy when you're shipping stuff into Amazon. You can just scan the boxes and you know exactly how many units you're sending in. Plus, they have master case templates. So it's in your best interest to create master cases. And that's the entire process. That's how we make our Maker's Magic, which is a craft glue and a sealer. Now you might be curious, who am I and why am I doing this in my garage? My name's Evan and I'm the owner of Scorch Marker. We sell arts and craft supplies. Our mission is to make crafting easier. So we invent and develop products that make crafting easier. We started with this product right here. This is our Scorch Marker. My wife and I invented this marker in my mom's garage. We created a wood-burning liquid. Put this liquid on wood, you heat it up with a heat gun, and it will burn your design directly into the wood. In the beginning of our business, I was making Scorch Marker liquid and filling up every single marker by hand with a syringe. It was crazy, but it's the only way I knew how to do it. So of course, when it came time to launch Maker's Magic, we got this small-scale production line set up in the garage so that we could iterate quickly and not spend a ton of money getting set up. It's natural to want to work with a manufacturer or a co-packer, but we didn't have 9 months and a bunch of money to get it all set up and wait. We needed something now. So we went online and we bought all of this equipment and got everything set up in our garage. I was able to produce about 10,000 units before the co-packer was able to get everything put together and start producing units for us. Now they do about 20 to 50,000 units a month and I don't have to do any of this. But In the beginning, it was absolutely crucial. Had I not purchased this equipment and gotten my hands dirty, we might not be here. If you really think about it, I can take the raw materials, mix it up, fill one of these, label it, package it, and ship it out to the customer within a matter of hours. That is absolutely impossible any other way than doing it yourself. It gave us the momentum we needed to prove that people actually wanted the product and to get familiar with how to make it. Once we learned how to make it, we could then tell the manufacturer, hey, just do it this way. We've already figured everything out. Not only were they stoked to work with us, but we came off super professional. This whole setup here that I showed you is not intended to last forever. It was just a temporary solution. And for $600, I think it was absolutely worth it. I'll leave links in the description for you on all this stuff so you can pick it up. Now, if you're anything like me, you're also selling a product online. As we've been growing the business and starting to figure some stuff out, I've been very keenly aware of how lonely I am. There just aren't a lot of people that do this. It's one of the reasons why I make videos, is to attract people like you so we can become friends. And eventually, when you're ready, you can come hang out in my membership, you can hang out with my people, you can hang out with me, we can grow, and we can learn together. If I can help you in any way, I absolutely will. My name's Evan. Thank you for watching. Be good to future you.